I've tested every DIY fabric stiffener recipe out there, and none of them work quite like this one. It's smooth, it's strong, it dries rock solid, and you're not going to believe what's in it. It's simple ingredients. This is the one that I use on lace, burlap, napkins, and the results are unreal. So if you've ever wanted to make your own fabric stand on its own or hold its shape perfectly, you're about to learn my go-to fabric stiffener recipe that actually works. Let's get started. Let's make our super stiff fabric softener. You're going to want to have a little pot on your stove, and you're going to add 1/4 of a cup of cold water. And then you're going to use 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. The cornstarch has to dissolve in cold water. If you try to put it in hot water, it clumps and it doesn't go smooth. So we're going to put it in the cold water, mix it really well so it dissolves. And then we're going to come in with a 3/4 of a cup of water. I'm going to be right back because, of course, I didn't fill this up. Okay, we're back, but I couldn't find my 3/4 cup measuring cup. So we've got 1 cup, but I've only put 3/4 of a cup of water into it. And then we're going to warm it up, and it's going to thicken and come to like a gel-like consistency. You just want to gently stir it as it warms up and it thickens. It might take a few minutes. Okay, this has thickened up. As you can see, I've turned this off. We're going to take it off the heat, and we are going to just let it cool for probably about 5 minutes. We don't want to add the next ingredients while it's super hot. Now we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of white sugar. This is white sugar that I keep in my craft room. We're going to pour it right into that cornstarch mixture and stir it so the sugar completely resolves. I've tried lots of different recipes, and this one always is no fail, and it is stiff and it works really well. So I'm excited for you to try it in all of your DIY projects. Okay, that's dissolved really well. Now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of Mod Podge. If you don't have Mod Podge, you can also use a white PVA glue or school glue. The Elmer school glue works well too. I do find the Mod Podge, though, creates a little bit of a stiffer mixture. We're just going to stir that in and incorporate everything really well. Okay, now let's transfer this over to a bowl. And we're going to set it aside, and we're going to let it really cool down. Our fabric stiffener is ready to incorporate into our DIYs. I've got a beautiful pink doily that I'm going to show you how to use it on that. This is from an old tablecloth that I had that had stains and rips and tears in it. I cut a piece out, and I also have a piece of cotton. So we're going to, got a silicone mat because we don't want this to stick to a surface like our table after we put this mixture on it. You're just going to put it into the solution, completely soak it so you get it all covered, squeeze out the extra. It's messy, but it's fun. It's a good one to do with the kids. And then once you have it completely coated, spread it out on your silicone mat or some parchment paper, or even some wax paper will work. And then it's not going to fray. The stiffener is going to hold it all together, and it's going to make it nice and crisp to add to your DIY projects. I'm now going to we'll do that piece of cotton. Let it soak right in. And of course, if this is too much mixture for what you need for a project, you can always just adjust it to the amounts than what I have done and make a smaller batch. Or make a larger one if you want to go all out. Okay, we've got this completely covered. Let's lay it out. And again, it's going to hold all those frays in. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Let's go to the doily. We're going to put that doily right in here. I've got a bowl and I have some saran wrap. But how am I going to get the saran wrap when my hands are covered? I'm going to get a paper towel. 1 second. Okay. We're going to get some saran wrap and we're going to put it on the top of the bowl. This recipe is fantastic for making little bowls, making Christmas ornaments. You can just go to Pinterest and you can get so many ideas of what you can do with a recipe like this in your DIYs. We're going to just put that on the table. It's just going to make it not stick to the bowl and be a little bit of a problem when it's dry and we want to take it off. Scrunch it around, get it into all of that doily. Doilies are so easy to find at the thrift store. At mine anyways, I see them all the time and they're really affordable. I have a hard time passing up doilies. I'm always bringing them home. I think I should do a mega video on all kinds of different ways that you can upcycle doilies. That might be a good video idea. Let me know down in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing something like that. Okay, we've got this completely covered. We want to center it so the doily is in the middle of the bowl and just mold it so it lays nice and flat. And that's it. We are now just gonna let this sit and dry completely. Of course, it's gonna depend on your humidity and where you live on how fast it dries. You can also put it out in the sun and have it dry a little bit faster if you've got a sunny day. I just wouldn't encourage it to dry faster with like a heat gun or a hair dryer. Just let it do it naturally. Okay, we'll be back when these are all dry. Everything is all dry. And how fabulous is this? It's really stiff. It's really strong. I even did some paper. I did a little doily to show you how it firms it right up. I had a piece of mamagami paper and it was really floppy, really soft, and it's made it nice and crisp. And here's our piece of cotton. What's really nice about this also is it's really easy to cut. So if you have those frayed edges and you want to get rid of them, we can turn this into a tag and you can trim around the edges. Excellent. So there's so many ways that you can use this fabric stiffener. You can make bowls, you can make Christmas ornaments, you can get placemats and form them into different shapes. Just get inspired and try this recipe because it works really well and I think you're going to have lots of fun. And that's how you make your own DIY fabric stiffener. It's strong, smooth, and ready for any project. I hope this one sparks some creative ideas for your next upcycle. YouTube thinks you're going to love this video next, so click right here and we're going to see you over there.